Today's video is all about healthy travel. So I'm gonna share with you exactly what I have when I travel, all of my healthy snacks that I've got here, everything I keep in the mini fridge, and just kind of teach you how to stay on top of your health game and save money while you're traveling. Hey guys, it's Dr. Mona, and like I mentioned, today's video is all about healthy travel. As you can see, I'm not in my normal setup. This is obviously not my kitchen in my apartment. I am traveling right now. I'm in a hotel room, so I thought this was kind of the perfect time to film an on-the-go video, which I never do. I know you guys have been requesting a little more vloggy style video, so this is me while I'm traveling. I was honestly really proud of the setup I've got going on here in this hotel, which kind of inspired this video because I really feel like I've perfected a system. So I wanted to share this with you guys. I've shared that I struggle with staying healthy while traveling sometimes. So I think these could really help you because they've really helped me. Pretty much everything I got here is from Thrive Market. I will put links below to everything I share. Yes, I am traveling, and yes, I do pre-order these before I go. It's just easier and less expensive because when you're going to a new city, you don't know what you're going to find. Even like a Whole Foods in one city might not have what your normal Whole Foods carries in your city or whatever health store it is that you go to. So for the most part, I have this stuff in my kitchen. There's a few things that I kind of get special when I'm traveling that I'll go through with you, but I just like Thrive Market overall. It's kind of my like one-stop shop for all clean living essentials, like my cleaning supplies, healthy food. It's usually less expensive than when I find it at any other health food store, so it's my go-to. If you guys want to check out Thrive Market, I will also put my link below so that you can get 25% off your first order and a free 30-day trial. So with that said, let's go through my little snack situation. I'm gonna first start with what's up here, and then we're gonna have to kind of move the camera a little bit to show you the mini fridge. There's actually a mini fridge in here, but it wasn't working very well. After the first day, things were either really hot or really frozen, so I asked them to bring in a new mini fridge. First hot tip there, you can request a mini fridge when you're staying in a hotel. Obviously, these tips are if you're staying for 2 or 3 nights or more. Like if you're going for one night, this would definitely be a little bit extra, but I'm here for like over a week, so this was absolutely necessary for me. You can ask for a mini fridge, it's no charge, and you can make sure you stay healthy. One more quick note, it's not even just about being healthy. I just don't want to order out that many meals. It's super expensive. I get sick of the hotel food, and I just feel like I want my own stuff. Okay, so first let's go through here. Number one, if you'll notice, there is no alcohol or like junk on this table. If you want the alcohol, fine, I'm not judging. I just don't like that taking up my space because number one, if you are gonna have a drink, you might wanna go buy your own because it's super expensive when you have the drinks in the hotel room. And then I can kind of lay out and put everything that I want here the way I like it. So the first thing we'll talk about is breakfast. Now, normally I don't like individual packs. I usually buy like larger bulk things because it's less expensive, but when you're traveling, this is really so great. I love having like little oatmeal packs. I always get original everything because I prefer to just either sweeten it myself. I don't like added sweeteners, but you know, if you are traveling, this is kind of one of those times you could cheat and get like an added sweetener because you might not have like your cinnamon and stevia and whatever. Breakfast is one thing that I feel can get so expensive and unhealthy when you're eating. I think I ordered like oatmeal, fruit, and a side of avocado, and it was like $45 with the service charge and the this and the whatever and the gratuity. I mean, it even just the charge to bring it up. So breakfast is one thing I have to do on my own. You can also literally take, there's like mugs that you can use for a bowl. You can use like the cup they have in the bathroom. For brushing your teeth. You can get really kind of creative here, or you can even ask room service to just bring you up a few extra bowls and plates at no charge, and you can keep it yourself, or you know, get paper ones. But there's a way to get around and hack it. I have my own oatmeal. I'll go through the fridge later, but I do have an almond milk that I packed in here because guess what? Almond milk you don't have to keep refrigerated before you open it, so you can pack it in your suitcase and it's no problem. It's very small. So I've got an oatmeal. I also do like to get some of these, which now I was just telling you about flavored oatmeal. This one is by Purely Elizabeth, and I think these can be really great too because there is some extra flavor, so you don't have to, you know, add, like I said, all the other sweeteners like before. So if you want to make it easier, these are kind of the way to go because it's just, you know, quick and done. You can add water, you can add a little bit of almond milk. You don't have to actually mix it. The cups are here, they're ready to go. This one, I mean, the ingredients are super simple. It's only 6 grams of sugar and it's got a lot of good stuff in here. So this flavor is blueberry lemon and it's purely Elizabeth. Another little hack if you're staying for a while and you are, let's see, this could be appropriate for anyone who is really into fitness or someone who's vegan and is worried about protein sources while you're traveling. Having a little bit of protein powder with you is amazing. Now you could also buy these in individual packs, whatever you have. I brought this one because I just had it at home and I didn't want to spend money on a new one. So it was easier to just have this. I prefer just plain hemp as my protein powder because the least processed I can go, the better. And this is just kind of hemp ground down. So you can get hemp seeds, hemp powder. This one is high fiber, can keep you regular while you're traveling. You can literally take this and add it into your oatmeal. You can, you know, do whatever you got to do with it. You can put it into a shaker with almond milk, but it's another easy one to have. So there's that. Now let's get into green teas and coffees. So this is another thing that can get a little bit pricey when you're traveling. If you're just trying to order a coffee to the room, something that should be a few dollars can turn into like a $10 or $12 charge. So I like to pack my own. This can really be any kind you like. Yogi is one of my favorites. I also like traditional medicinals. That's another brand I like. Super green tea antioxidant. You don't have to pack the whole box. I have it because I'm here for a long time, so I will go through it. Of course, I've got my Four Sigmatic. I packed a few of these because there are some really great cafes where I'm staying and I don't necessarily need to order coffee all the time, and I've got my tea, but I do think this is a smart one to pack too because they do have adaptogens in it. So when you're traveling, a lot of things can kind of be out of whack, and having adaptogens to keep you balanced and, you know, keep your cortisol balanced might be nice. So whichever flavor you like of these could be really good too. So now we've got our tea covered. Just to quickly show you what else is on here, this is just my vitamins that I've got here. I like to keep my vitamins in little like daily packs. So that's what else is on here. Whenever I get silverware, I save it because there's been times where I've wanted to make my own oatmeal or my own cereal. I also have granola and things like that. And I don't have a spoon, and then I ask them to bring it up and it takes like 30 minutes and I'm impatient sometimes. So if I can grab some at like a restaurant, then I will. So by the way, not only do I ask them to fully empty out the alcohol, I also ask them to empty out the entire mini bar. This might seem a little excessive or it might seem genius. I actually think it's pretty genius. Can we look at the beautiful setup I've got here? This is super smart because it also gets rid of temptation. Like we all know if you're starving, whatever you've got here, you're gonna have. Like, I mean, and especially when you're vegan, there aren't that many choices. You can't have like the chocolate because there's dairy in it. So I'll go for like the chips or whatever is in there. So you can ask them to take it all out. Number one, you won't be charged for it because if you remove it yourself, sometimes they can do it by weight and you will be charged. So make sure that you ask them to come clear it and check the bill after. This is a money saving and health travel video. So I just filled this up with all of my own stuff. I've got these sea snacks like Seaweed. They're like little seaweed chips. It's just seaweed, extra virgin olive oil, and sea salt. This actually, they have a bunch of different flavors. They've got like lime, teriyaki. Seaweed is so good for you. So many minerals, so many nutrients. It's a really good just food to add in whenever you can. I actually don't love the taste of seaweed. I think it tastes way too fishy, but in these little snacks, when they flavor it, I do like it. So you can give these a try. I've got some dried mango. I'm not usually a fan of dried fruit. I think it is a bit high in sugar. If I'm gonna eat fruit, I would rather get the water content with it because it is so naturally hydrating. But when we're comparing dried fruit to candy, then this is a million times better. So I think anytime you're thinking about health, you've got to think about the comparisons. Like if I'm going to take dried fruit, like dried mango to fresh mango all day, but this to candy, I mean, this is so much better, especially if you're staying with kids in the room or a boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever you're trying to inspire to be healthier. They will grab for this, trust me. And when this is in there, it'll satisfy just as much. So then Lara bars, I mean, this is no surprise. I share Lara bars all the time on my channel because I love them. This is a peanut butter chocolate chip one. There's so many different flavors. I like this bar because it's clean and simple. The base of it is dates. You don't have any crazy fillers, no gums. The only time there are more than like 2 or 3 ingredients is when you get like the chocolate chip ones, because obviously the chocolate chips have different things in them, but they're still super clean and also a great candy bar replacement or kind of like a dessert replacement. Do either. Another thing I love to do, I've got a few of these packets here, is almond butter packets. I love almond butter. I think it's such an easy filling like snack. You could literally have it on its own. Sometimes I'll get a banana and just have almond butter with it. Banana is like $1 or $2, right? And it's just easy. You could throw it in with your oatmeal. I mean, it's very versatile. You can eat it right out of the pack. There are 2 brands of almond butter that I like, Artisana and Maranatha. They're both raw almond butter that don't have any palm oil or any other oils or sugar or whatever, but this is the only one that I've seen come in packs. I don't think the other one comes in packs. There are some other packs like the Justin's that has palm oil, which is very bad for the environment, and why add extra oil to almond butter when it already has natural oils? That's my opinion. So I would get this brand if you were going to get these. Keep them in here. And then in the next drawer, I've got some popcorn. That's kind of a unique brand. It's called Bjornkorn. I don't know where everyone can find it. I found it at like a cute little market, so you can look it up. I'll still put it below, but that one might be harder to find. But I do have Siete chips, which I've already gotten into. These I always have in the house, so I just pack them with me. These might be a little hard to pack. Be strategic in case so they don't get like too crunchy in the bag and break, but I really went all out because I'm here for a while and I know I'm gonna, I mean, it's like my home for the next week or so. So if I'm gonna be snacking, I better snack on clean ingredients. So that's that. And then here is where we have the fridge that came, which literally there's like heat coming out of here. It's super weird that this fridge is so hot, but it doesn't work. So I will share with you what I put in the other mini fridge. Okay, so now let's get into the mini fridge. You know, there's not too much stuff in here, but a few necessities. I've got some cashew milk, I think this is, and almond milk. If you guys follow my Instagram, you know that my favorite brand of almond milk is normally Milk because it has no fillers, no gums, but that one's definitely not suitable for traveling. It has to be refrigerated. It's only good for 8 days. So this is like my emergency almond milk that I always have in my cabinet when I need a snack or when I'm cooking something and I need it. So this is a great brand. It's organic, unsweetened, carrageenan free, so it's perfect for traveling. It's also great because, like, you know, one of those nights that you just like have cereal for dinner, we've all been there, like I do it sometimes with oatmeal. That's what you can do while you're traveling instead of ordering something crappy off the room service menu if they don't have anything, or going around the corner and finding fast food. Like, this can be your kind of like fun cheat meal where you can take some granola or cereal and add some almond butter and add a little protein maybe to it or whatever you've got and make a pretty good dinner just, you know, to get you by. So I've also got a little salsa because I didn't have this opened yet. And with the chips, I also use salsa as a salad dressing when I can't find a good salad dressing. Sometimes I'll mix it in with salad dressings. If you know, for breakfast, I know a lot of people like it with omelets. There's different things you could do with salsa. I've been here for a little bit, so I actually found a grocery store and I got some blackberries, blueberries, and I'm keeping in the morning, so those are less expensive for me. Obviously, if you are only going for a few days or you don't have access to a store, you don't always have to have this one, but I did want to share what I have in here. It's also great to have a mini fridge so that you can have your takeout in here. This was lunch I got earlier today. I'm probably going to have a little for dinner or for tomorrow. A lot of times I don't finish what I'm eating, or I just want a little bit at a time, so it's perfect. I got some Zevias. This is my favorite kind of soda alternative for healthy soda because it's sweetened with stevia. Much better than drinking regular soda. I don't rely on it all the time, but when I'm having a craving, it's the best thing. And always actually need a little stock up on my sparkling water. I've only got one Perrier left. This is my go-to. I feel like I have sparkling water every day. It's just so refreshing. I feel like if I'm like in a snacky mood but I'm not hungry, I'll have like a little bit of sparkling water with a little lime. And sometimes you just want something to do, even though in those situations we should try to look deeper and figure out what's going on and why we just, you know, have that hunger boredom. But when you just have hunger boredom and you want something and you're not hungry, then sparkling water can be great. And then this is one of my favorite brands of chocolate. This is it Who or Hue? I'm not sure. It's organic, it's vegan, it's paleo. Really great, simple, clean, because sometimes you want a little chocolate craving. I like to keep chocolate in the fridge because when it's colder, I don't like overeat it too much. I feel like has a little more of like a refreshing, crisp taste, so I just don't end up eating too much of it at a time. And then I have a few extra waters. I keep some water in the fridge and keep some water up there because I try to drink room temperature more, but sometimes I'm craving like a cold water, and it's good. I've really drastically been trying to cut my plastic use. Quick tip, there's a study that showed of all water, Fiji is the best when it comes to plastic. It is BPA free, and while there is still some leakage, of all of them, it's probably the best one. So if I don't have an option and I see Fiji, I'll go for that. But when I can, I'll get like one of the cardboard ones or just water or Mountain Valley or whatever I can that's glass. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video of my healthy travel snacks. I do want to make one point here. This isn't meant to make you feel like you have to be rigid when you travel or you can't enjoy yourself. And by all means, if you are from the States and you're traveling to Europe or somewhere amazing, please indulge and enjoy the food of whatever city you're in. But if you travel often for work, or if you're going to see family, or you're going to see friends for a wedding, or whatever it is, if you feel like you're traveling a lot and you really have trouble staying on your health goals, really consider these. It seems complicated, but it's really not. This took up hardly any space in my suitcase. Nothing spilled. Everything was packed up. It took them 5 minutes to come clear everything. So sometimes you just have to think outside the box a little bit and also not be afraid to ask for what you want and maybe sound a little weird. Doesn't matter, because you will thank yourself later and your health comes first. So it really is super helpful, and I wanted to share the little like fridge tips and everything because I know a lot of people, when I shared this on Instagram, were surprised that that was like a free of charge thing. So definitely try these out. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will link everything below this video. Like I said, almost everything I got was on Thrive Market, and I will also put my Thrive Market link below if you guys want to try them out. I like it a lot because it's just so easy to get everything delivered. It's easy to shop. You can search by category. I have categories of like vegan or organic, or there's so many different ways you can search and like save things that you like. And it's less expensive. You're getting the exact same brands that you would get at other health food stores, but for less money. So it's kind of a win-win for me. I will put my link below the video too for 25% off your first order and a free 30-day trial. If you guys have any questions on any of this, please let me know. And if you like this video, please give it a like, and I'll see you next time.